Hello everyone, it is Deathseer here again. Welcome back for another video. In today's video we're playing Grubox's Evolve Shaman on the Wild Mode ladder, featuring cards from the Frozen Throne expansion. So notable additions to this deck: Thrall Deathseer with a very powerful Battlecry Evolve effect, and of course a hero power that can evolve individual minions. That's pretty insane. Key combos in this deck. Doppelgangster Evolve, that's pretty key to the deck and its ability to overwhelm an opponent. But let's look at Bran Bronzebeard. Yes, indeed, Bran Bronzebeard going with Doppelgangster to get you lots of Doppelgangsters into Evolve. Pretty insane. How about Bran Bronzebeard into Feral Spirit, Bran Bronzebeard into Starry Night Chain Gang, Bran Bronzebeard into Hot Spring Guardian? There are some interesting synergies with Bran in this deck, or even with Bone Mare. So we're going to have a look at this deck in action on the Wild Mode ladder, 3 different games, and we're going to start off against a Druid. Now, Druid would have to be one of the more powerful classes that's come out of the Frozen Throne expansion because of some of the insane tools that it was given. Now I'm debating whether to keep Jade Lightning. We don't know what kind of a Druid it is. I'm going to keep it because Jade Lightning deals very well with Flappy Bird. It deals very well with certain minions that get played. And look, double Bloodlust. Just what I asked for. Great. That's not what we wanted to see. So, we're in trouble now, because we have no early game apart from Jade Claws. That's actually really bad for us. I mean, of all the luck in the world, getting double Bloodlust. Okay, innovate into... Innovate into pass, innovate into concede, innovate into do nothing, innovate into... Okay, Markkeeper. He's ramping up. Okay. It is a bit problematic. We cannot deal with that. So, I'm debating Jade Claws here. I could use Jade Claws, put my face into it. And that may force him to hero power next turn. Yeah. I mean, this is actually bad in some ways because we're actually going to end up taking 9 damage. If he hero powers down the 1-1, which is logical because he doesn't want the 1-1 to kill the 3-1, then he'll attack face with his 3-1, then we have to attack into it again next turn. We'll have taken 9 damage. Was that worthwhile? I think it was. Because hero power in here could be slowing him down. He could have had something for 4 costs that he wanted to play, and now he can't do it. So I guess it was worth it. So the overload there, just I guess forcing the hero power. Next turn, we won't be overloaded. Happy days. We can Jade Lightning next turn. We can play the Chain Gang next turn. So there are some options, potentially. Still a little bit annoyed about the double Bloodlust sitting in my hand. It's going to be dead for a good few turns. It's very unfortunate. But that's Hearthstone for you, and that's RNG, and that's card draw. What can you do? Interesting. So Wrath for 1 to draw a card. He didn't hero power it down. That's interesting. Really values the card draw. I don't blame him. I think it's a good play. He's trying to gather his tools in his hand. Okay, 4 mana. We could play the Chain Gang here, but I want to save the Chain Gang for Evolve if I can. I think it has more value with Evolve, and we're not desperate for a taunt just yet. I also view the Chain Gang as an emergency taunt if you're about to die. So we're going to hold on to it. I'm going to be slow. He's being slow. I'll be slow. It's fine. Okay. So just thinking ahead next turn. Oh wow, Wrath. Again for 1? And a hero power, sure. Okay, it's all about the card draw. Fair enough. So, thinking ahead to next turn. What do we do? I mean, he's not playing anything, so Jade Lightning isn't going anywhere. It's not doing anything for us. So those Jade Lightnings are going to stay stuck in our hand with the Bloodlust, which I guess isn't great. So, I guess it's hero power thing. I guess that's the most sensible option available to us. At least now we have some board presence. And do you know what? If we can build up a solid board, who knows? Maybe double Bloodlust wins us the game. There's always that consideration. Okay. So it's Jade Druid. Interesting. You saw the Mire Keeper earlier, and it still could have been... I mean, there's still other Druid deck types that it could have been, but now it's confirmed. Jade Druid. Interesting. So no wonder he was playing it slow. If this was a more aggressive Druid, I guess you'd have seen Flappy Bird by now, and you'd have seen a whole stream of low attack, low health minions on the board. But no, this is a slow Jade Druid. Question. How do we deal with it? I could Hero Power, look for Spell Power, and then Jade Lightning down his Taunt. But I don't know. Do I trust my luck with RNG? Yeah, I don't know. I think we see what we get then. See? Told you. No luck. That's disgusting. That's terrible. So, forced to use our thing to trade. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, if both of those totems survive, on a positive note, next turn we could roll for Spell Power, maybe, and use Jade Lightning. A 1 in 2 chance of getting a Spell Power totem. And knowing my luck next turn, if we did it, I'd still get the 1/1 totem. That's my luck in this bloody game. Right. What's the Jade Druid going to do? He's ramped up to 8 mana. There's probably a lot of options in his hand, probably things he can consider. Malfurion the Pestilent, okay! And he chooses the taunts. Okay, do we Hero Power now and go for Spell Power? Jade Lightning would kill one of those 1/5s. Do you know what? I don't trust my luck. I don't trust my luck. So I'm just going to do it like this. I think this is fine. Because do you know what this does? This is setting up a good Bloodlust turn. Yeah, this is fine. I'm keeping my thing from below healthy. We have a healing totem on board, and now all of a sudden this druid is in a lot of trouble. If I'd hero powered, even if I'd got the 1/1 totem, I mean, what else would that have changed in terms of what I would have played? That's really good for him. That was pretty much right on cue for him. Blocking Bloodlust, or blocking, or just decimating my board, making a future Bloodlust turn bad. Oh look! Spell power! Oh, there it is. Just when you need it. Okay, so we're heading to turn 10 soon, and double Bloodlust is going to be a thing. We just need to maintain a board. Okay, he had 2 of them in his hand. And now our board is pretty much gone. Of course, my luck with this game. Anyway. Flametongue Totem there is quite timely. And now we play the Chain Gang. We have 4 bodies on board. We need to start doing some calculation. What would double Bloodlust equate to in terms of damage? And the thing is, you see, nobody expects double Bloodlust. Nobody. They expect single Bloodlust, and they play around a single Bloodlust. Nobody expects the double. Spreading Plague is putting a roadblock in my way. It's pretty good for him. Jade Blossom. Okay. Really? Draw last? Really? Are you kidding me? Anyway, is there any kind of lethal here? See, devolve. I should have devolved first, so I misplayed. But that should be it. And there we go. Patches into Bloodlust. Feels good. We didn't even need the second Bloodlust. Okay, going up against a Paladin. And I Like Cabbage has joined us for a bit of commentary. I Like Cabbage was suggesting that I dump all there potentially, but I like keeping the Corsair just to get the patches out early. It thins the deck out by one card, and its board presence. Sure, we're not getting value on his weapon being destroyed, but this is board. And do you know what? All we'll need eventually is a Bloodlust if we can maintain this kind of a board presence and we win the game. And I think this is worth an emote. Now, Shielded Minibot. Yes, this is wild mode. Shielded Minibot is a thing. One of the best 2-drops in the entire game. And with the secrets being played now, this looks like Secrets Paladin. And I Like Cabbage saying, "Oh bot, how I've missed you." Yes, I Like Cabbage is a big fan of the Shielded Minibot. Fortunately, we're saying goodbye to that Minibot. And he's calling it there. I Like Cabbage saying, "It's Avenge." Yeah, probably is. This is Secrets Paladin. Secrets Paladin, at one point in Hearthstone history, ruled the meta. But in this case, well, it's ruling nothing. Maelstrom Portal. Pretty insane. Oh, AKO joining us! AKO, another one of my friends. We are part of a little team called Team 5 Star. AKO is a deck expert. I call him a deck expert in the sense that he crafts his own decks. He doesn't net deck. He crafts his own decks and wins lots of games. He's pretty inventive, pretty creative. Anyway, back to this game. 6 bodies on board. Can we get a Bloodlust? Oh, he concedes. Yeah, he had nothing, I guess, to counter my board. Maybe no Consecration in hand, and he thought, yeah, what's the point? Okay, sweet win against the Paladin. Now, let's look at the final game against a Priest. So, we've beat a Paladin, we've beat a Druid, and now we're going up against Priest. Priest is another one of those classes in wild mode that is incredibly powerful, incredibly strong because of Reno Jackson. And this hand is, well, Jade Claws has brightened things up a little bit for me. Jade Claws is really good. But apart from that, again, we're lacking that early game. And I'm not going to hero power. And I'm not going to play Jade Claws. We do not want to play into card draw. So I Like Cabbage saying, do we play the claws? I mean, there is consideration just for playing it, just to get the weapon out and to get a body on board. And he'd kill the 1/1 and heal up. But we'd have a weapon equipped. But I do not want to give him the card draw. And I'm saying to I Like Cabbage that I'm screwed. Yeah. This looks to me like some kind of Enzoth Reno Priest, more than likely. And the Death Lord on the board is going to be a challenge to get through. We don't have Devolve in our hand. And of course this deck only plays 1 copy of Devolve to make way for the Frozen Throne cards. Anyway, what do we do next turn? Jade Lightning plus... No, all we can do is Jade Lightning. I was going to say Jade Lightning plus Flametime Totem if he ignores the 1/1. Okay, 16-16. And we're dead. There is no devolve in hand. We are pretty much dead. I mean, Saronite Chain Gang. It's taunts. 2-3 bodies. Should let us live for... Okay. I was going to say, should let us live for 2 more turns. Double silence in hand. That's disgusting. Oh, come on. I mean, really, he had all of the buff effects. He had all of the buff effects. And he had 2 silences. I mean, I was pretty much speechless after that game. I didn't know what to say. Anyway, that's not reflective of a game that you play all the time in Hearthstone. I mean, usually it's a bit more fairer than that. Or is it? I don't know. Regardless, at least we won 2 out of those 3 games. So the Grubox Evolve Shaman was able to deal quite nicely with the Druid, actually, despite having double Bloodlust in hand. I mean, we were fortunate that it was a slow Jade Druid, but we were still able to win. Yes, the game against the Priest didn't go well, but I guess that's why Priest is so strong. And, you know, I thought it was a Reno Priest with Death Rattle minions and Enzoth, but actually it was a combo Priest, and he just got very lucky with his combo. So this deck is still very, very good. The only problem that you face is that sometimes you draw your Doppelgangsters, your Saronite Chain Gangs, you draw all of those things in your hand in the early game, as you've seen, along with Bloodlust, and you've got nothing to do in the early game. So I don't know, maybe making the late game a little less, slightly less heavy, putting a little bit more early game in the deck. I don't know. It's something to consider. And of course, we did not get a chance to see the Shaman Death Knight in this video. I found that when playing this deck that I very rarely draw into him, and often the game is over before he arrives, which is unfortunate. So now it begs the question, is he even needed? You have double evolve in the deck. Is he needed? So there's a question. If anyone's got any thoughts, please post them in the comments section below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. I'd be very grateful. And I'll see you all again very soon for more Hearthstone fun.